Welcome back, readers. Yesterday we learned that we were going to be starting a new program called Story Champs. Yesterday in Story Champs, we listened to a story called Hurt, and we talked about some parts of a story. We talked about the character, we talked about the problem, we talked about the feeling, we talked about the action, and we talked about the end of a story. So today, readers, I want to teach you some emotions that go with that. I'm going to read the story again today, and you're going to do some things when I read it. So when you hear the character's name, you're going to put your hand on your head. So when you hear the character's name, when you hear me say that name, put your hand on your head. When you hear me read the problem in the story, you're going to do a thumbs down, just like in the card. Just a thumbs down. That means that you heard what the problem was. When you hear me say the feeling in this story, you're going to put your finger by your eye and kind of come down like this, kind of like you have a tear coming down your eye. A feeling is happy or sad or nervous or excited. So there will be different feelings that we'll hear about. But when you hear that feeling, this is your emotion. When you hear the action that was in the story, you're going to make a fist with your hand and put it on your shoulder and bring it across and open up your hand, kind of like a star opening up, just like you see that star going across on here. So you'll go the action. So when you hear the action, that's the motion that you'll make. And then at the end of the story, you'll give a thumbs up, just like the card. Okay. So readers, today I'm going to read that story again, and I'm going to see if you can do the actions that go along with it. All right, let me get those pictures up there to help you again. Okay, here we go. One day, John was riding his bike down the street because it was his favorite thing to do. He rode his bike, and he accidentally crashed into a rock. John cut his knee. He was sad because the cut hurt. Then John ran home and said to his mom, "I need a bandage." She put a Band-Aid on his cut. After he got a Band-Aid, John's knee felt better. Okay, readers, let's think about this. Did you hear me say the character's name? What was that character's name again? Right, it was John. He's the person that this story is about. What was the problem in the story? Exactly. John was riding his bike and he hit a rock. Ooh, that does sound like a problem. Readers, what was the feeling in that story? Oh, do you remember? He was sad because the cut hurt. So John was feeling sad. Okay, here's the action. Remember, we take that hand over. Action. Readers, what was the action that John took? Right, John ran home to tell his mother he needed a Band-Aid. What action did John's mother take? Exactly, she put a Band-Aid on his cut. And readers, what happened at the end of that story? You got it. After he got his Band-Aid, John's knee felt better. All right, super job, readers. You were thinking about the character, the problem, the feeling, the action, and the end of the story. So tomorrow when we do our story one more time, we're going to do a few more things with it. But the thing will always be the same. So we'll always read the story the first day. The second day we'll do the actions. The actions will stay the same, so you don't have to worry about learning new actions each time. And the third day what we do will always stay the same. So happy reading. Have a fabulous day, and I'll see you soon.